A touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tonight, my 20. Here we
go. Strong right, strong right.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
12. No. Check that. We want Mike 2.
4 down.
Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 56, Mike 56. It's been a long day for you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on 2nd down, Fields. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's Williams. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Goff now looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Like 20. Yeah. Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert. Big edge. Value three.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
What you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Second and 11. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the gun, Fields. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You get the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Four down. You got 4.
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air again. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline. Deep and try it as well.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
24 is the mic. Quit talking about it and play it.
Looking to throw. Fields. Complete to Dorsett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
56, check 56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Hey, wahoo! 57. Mike, 57.
I don't think you got it.
Out of the gun. Gone. Trying to lay one up deep. They've got his man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
180. Son, you gonna see me in your night.
From the 50, it's gone. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 2, Fields got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
From the gun, Fields. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
I'm letting you know right now.
2nd and 14. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tonight, 180.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
52.
Again, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Out.
Hey, lift.
57's the Mike.
Lift.
57. Check.
Bravo.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland.